Sisam Bhandari, ninth grade, and I'm from Division Avenue High School.
Wonderful. So you're only in ninth grade.
Yes.
Have you participated in the Long Island Fest before?
No.
So this is your first time. So how does it feel that you were actually selected to have your work showing in the Heckscher Museum?
Wonderful.
That's a good response. Let's talk a little bit about your inspiration piece. What work of art did you select as to inspire you to create your own?
The Space Loom 23 by Ibrahim Lassaw.
And what made you choose that work?
Well, I came to the Heckscher Museum with my class, and when I first saw the piece, it was really it was different.
What do you think made it different?
I liked how abstract it was.
So in using Space Loom, what specifically did you find inspiring when sitting down to create your work of art?
I found that the piece was really inspiring because I liked how it never ended and always was infinite. So that's what really made me inspired.
What materials did you utilize in your creation?
I used colored pencils with dyes and paint.
Wonderful. And it's a telescope is really the main focus of your beautiful work. If you look through that telescope, what would we see?
I'm not quite sure myself.
It's, I guess, in the imagination?
Yes.
What would you want to see? Can it see the future?
Maybe. I think it shows you your future, or like what you want in it, I guess.
And if it's speaking about infinity, maybe it's the infinite possibilities,
yes.
Perhaps. Something for all of us to think about. So what was the process like in creating your work? How long did it take you to actually
I
complete
find
it?
that the creating the piece wasn't that hard, but coming up with the idea was probably the hardest for me. It took me about a month, I think.
How did you come up with the idea of the telescope?
I talked with my teacher, and then I started sketching everything that I thought about, and finally, after a week or two, I got what I wanted to do, although it's quite far from the actual final project. And I started doing it, and as I went along, I made a lot of changes as well.
Yeah, so it sort of grew into
Yes.
what you, maybe a little further away from what your intention was from those first sketches. So are there any other mediums that you like to create in?
I usually draw. I don't really paint, and I'd like to start sculpting.
Wonderful.
Yes.
So I know you're only in ninth grade, but in looking a little bit towards the future, if you were looking through your telescope, do you have any plans to pursue art in college and later in life?
I'm not sure, but I'll always do art. Either I'm an artist or a physicist. I'd always like to do art.
I always find the artistic spirit in things, no matter what you do. That's wonderful. So with having your work on display in a renowned museum, is there just one word that comes to mind that relays what that feels like?
Astounding. It's really amazing, because this is like a dream come true, I guess, because I've always been doing art, and I never really thought I would be here, so I'm thankful.
Wonderful, and we're thankful to have your work here as well. Congratulations.
Thank you.